Ladies and gentlemen, good day and welcome to the SMS Pharmaceuticals Ltd Q4 FY24 earnings conference call. This conference call may contain forward-looking statements about the company, which are based on the beliefs, opinions, and expectations of the company as on date of this call. These statements are not the guarantees of future performance and involve risks and uncertainties that are difficult to predict. As a reminder, all participants' lines will be in the listen-only mode, and there will be an opportunity for you to ask questions after the presentation concludes. Should you need assistance during the conference call, please signal an operator by pressing star then 0 on your touchtone phone. Please note that this conference is being recorded. Today we have with us Mr. Vamsi Krishna Patluri, Executive Director, Mr. Lakshmi Narayana Tamminidi, Chief Financial Officer. I now hand the conference over to Mr. Vamsi Krishna Patluri, Executive Director. Thank you, and over to you, sir.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining the earnings conference call to discuss the financial performance for the quarter and year ended 31st March 2024. I hope everyone must have got an opportunity to go through our financial results and the investor presentation, which has been uploaded on the stock exchange as well as our company website. I am pleased to highlight that for Q4 FY24, our revenue surged by 65% year-on-year to a record rupees 246 crores. For the full year FY24, revenue increased by 36% to rupees 709 crores compared to 522 crores in FY23. We observed strong growth on all our products segments, fueled by an increase in sales volume. Our product mix has improved due to strategic emphasis on high-margin products and therapeutic segments that are in high demand in the market. Our strategic focus on backward integration has enabled us to effectively manage raw material costs and mitigate price fluctuations. This has been a critical factor in maintaining stability in our product portfolio and gross margins. Our efforts in cost optimization and enhancing operational efficiencies have been instrumental in improving our EBITDA margins, which has increased by 601 base points to 16.4 in FY24. Q4 FY24 PAT saw a remarkable increase of 178% year-on-year, reaching to rupees 17 crores. For full year FY24, PAT amounted to rupees 50 crores, a significant turnaround from a loss of 7 crores in FY23. The board has recommended a final dividend of rupees 0.4, 40% per equity share of face value of rupees 1 each for FY24, reaffirming our commitment to delivering value to our shareholders. Some API segment highlights. Q4 and FY24 revenue for the API segment stood at rupees 242.1 crores and rupees 698.1 crores respectively. Q4 and FY24 API segment contributed approximately 98.5% and 98.4% to the consolidated revenue. Within the API segment, 11% of the revenues came from the domestic market and 89% from the export market, including deemed exports for Q4 FY24. Within the therapeutic area, ARVs, antiretrovirals contributed 16%, anti-diabetic contributed to 29%, anti-migraine 14%, anti-ulcer 7%, anti-epileptic 3%, anti-ED around 5%, and anti-inflammatory around 19%, and the rest contributed to around 8% to the total sales for Q4 FY24. Now coming to segmental highlights, the ARV segment has contributed approximately 20% to our top line for the full year. We anticipate maintaining the ARV segment's contribution at pre-COVID levels in the coming years. The demand for ARV products remains stable, supported by a strong market presence and strategic partnerships. We've undertaken several initiatives to enhance our ARV product portfolio and improve our production capabilities. These efforts are aimed at ensuring that we can meet the ongoing demand for the ARV products and maintain our leadership position in this critical therapeutic area. The ibuprofen segment has demonstrated remarkable performance throughout the FY24. Sales for ibuprofen in Q4 FY24 nearly doubled compared to the previous quarter, driven by a widening customer base and increasing traction with existing customers. This product has consistently performed well in our portfolio, and we expect this trend to continue. Our focus on optimizing production process and maintaining stable raw material prices has been a key to sustainable growth in the ibuprofen segment. We are confident that our strategic efforts will enable us to further strengthen our position in the market and continue to deliver robust sales performance. And the anti-diabetic segment has been a standout performer for our company in FY24. Our strategic focus on high-demand therapeutic areas has led to rapid growth and strong market penetration in the segment. The sales volume from our anti-diabetic products has shown a substantial increase, driven by both new product introductions and an expanding customer base. We are committed to further enhancing our presence in the anti-diabetic market. Our pipeline includes several promising products that are currently under development, and we anticipate their introduction will continue to drive growth in the segment. Our goal is to meet the increasing market demand and to provide effective and innovative solutions for diabetic management. Now coming to the business outlook, looking ahead, we are excited about our plans for FY25, which include a capex of approximately 150 crores. This investment focuses on backward integration and new product lines, enhancing our production capabilities and introduction of high-margin products. The capex will be funded through a combination of internal accruals, term loans, and a recent fundraise via convertible equity warrants amounting to rupees 114.3 crores. These investments are aimed at driving future growth and ensuring we have capacity to meet increasing market demand. Our R&D efforts also remain directed towards high-demand therapeutic areas, ensuring a robust pipeline that will drive future growth. We anticipate sustained growth in our key market segments, particularly in anti-diabetic products and ibuprofen, supported by stable raw material prices and an expanding customer base. In conclusion, FY24 has been a landmark year for SMS Pharmaceuticals Ltd. Our robust financial performance, strategic focus, and commitment to operational excellence positioned us well for continued growth and value creation for our stakeholders. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We will now begin the question and answer session. Anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and 1 on their touchtone telephone. If you wish to remove yourself from the question queue, you may press star and 2. Participants are requested to use handsets while asking a question. Ladies and gentlemen, we will wait for a moment while the question queue assembles. Ladies and gentlemen, you may press star and 1 to ask a question. The first question is from the line of Yug Modi from AP Capital. Please go ahead.
Hi, thank you for the opportunity. So I just had a couple of questions. So as you mentioned, the ibuprofen segment has shown remarkable growth. What are your expectations for this segment in the coming quarters?
Thank you for your question. So definitely, I think ibuprofen quarter over quarter, again, as we discussed in the last conference call, we are adding more customers, and every quarter we are adding more geographic segments as well. So definitely there is a very big potential on this product. That's why we have, done a very big capex in the last year on this particular product. Definitely, I think there is a good possibility of, increasing it by 30 to 40% in the coming quarter. And quarter over quarter, definitely you will see a growth for this next financial year.
Okay. So the ARV segment saw a temporary decline in Q4. What measures are we taking to stabilize and grow this segment in the FY25?
So see the contribution, the sales from that segment are, I mean, it's not degrown by much. It's like a very minor degrowth. But when you see the contribution probably has decreased from the total revenue, that is because like we've increased the total revenue and we've reduced our dependency on the ARV products. So probably that contribution on the total has probably reduced, but as such, this thing has probably maybe marginal reduction, but not much. And also one more thing is ARV segment we do on sale mode and job work. So, one quarter we might have job work where that will not be contributing to the sale, and maybe in another quarter we might be having a sale. So, in end of the day, the quantities that we are manufacturing is more or less similar across all the quarters.
Okay. So can you provide more details on the 150 crore CapEx plan for FY25 and what specific projects or expansion will this CapEx entail?
So it is for general, we have plans on hydrogenation block and, a warehouse and, few other backward integration on a few of the key products and, like that. I think it's not 150 crores immediately. It will be stretched for a period of 8 to 9 months in order to capacities and margins.
So lastly, what will be the expected timeline for these new projects to start contributing to revenue, and what could be the possible asset turnover and margin profile for the same?
So we are anticipating the contribution to come in from next financial year, FY26.
Mr. Yo?
Okay. Yeah, that's all from me. That answers my question. Thank you.
Thank you. A reminder to all the participants, you may press star and 1 to ask a question. The next question is from the line of Aditya Sen from Robo Capital. Please go ahead.
Hi, thank you for the opportunity. So more on the 150 crores capex, that is a backward integration capex, right?
I'm sorry, could you repeat it? You broke off in between. Can you please repeat it?
The 150 CR capex that we are talking about, that is a backward integration capex, right?
So it is a combination of multiple things, not only some for backward integration. The other one is we are building a new block for hydrogenation, dedicated block for hydrogenation, and a warehouse for expansion and storing of raw materials. We're running short of space, and multiple segments, not only obviously I think more than 50-60% is towards backward integration, but the remaining 40% is for some other activities.
Okay, all right. And this will be funded from internal accruals?
Yes, as I mentioned to you, right, I think this will be funded through convertible equity warrants that has been issued to the amount of 114 crores and through, working capital and through term loan as well. And some through internal accruals as well.
All right. And about ibuprofen, how much revenue came in from ibuprofen in FY24?
Yeah, 19%. So it contributed close to around 19%, as I was explaining in my listing. The 700 crores, it's contributed to close to 19%.
19, all right. And how much growth do we see in FY25 in this product?
Definitely, I think we are anticipating to touch close to 25 to 28% in the next financial year.
25% of total revenue?
Yes, 25% of total revenue.
Okay, all right. And total revenue growth and margin growth that we foresee for the coming 2-3 years, aspirationally?
So we are anticipating for the next financial year maybe 20 to 25% growth on top line, and even the revenue also growth will be probably around 25% conservatively. Yeah.
All right. Thanks for the answers. Thank you.
Thank you. A reminder to all the participants, you may press star and one to ask a question. The next question is from the line of Payal Shah from Billion Securities. Please go ahead.
Thank you so much for the opportunity. I have few questions. First, how are you managing potential fluctuations in raw material prices and supply chain disruptions?
So, with respect to raw material prices and fluctuation, to be honest, I mean, over the last 6 months, we've not seen any major fluctuations in raw material prices. I think few solvent prices have been increasing here and there, but when we are looking at it, in most of the products, we are mostly not importing it. It's mostly procured locally out of India, or we are manufacturing most of the products. So I think there's very handful of products that we are importing from other countries, and in our and we have already signed annual contracts also for some of the key products that we are importing. So annual contracts. So we are sort of protecting ourselves from this price fluctuation.
Thank you. My next question is, how has the focus on backward integration helped in managing raw material costs, and what further steps are planned in this direction?
Definitely, I think majority of our R&D budget is at least almost 40% of our R&D budget is being catered to try and see on cost optimization, process improvements, backward integration, to make sure that we improve the margins. As you can see, since last year, I think our margins have improved drastically because of our focus on this particular area.
Okay. So my next question is, can you provide more insight into the increase in employee expenses and other costs in Q4, and how do we plan to manage these costs going forward?
So the employee expenses increased in the last quarter is the year-end provisions and some the managerial remuneration also.
Okay, and should we expect them to be at the similar levels going forward?
No.
It's only the one-time cost only. The only the fourth quarter only it will come.
Okay, and lastly, sir, could you elaborate on the growth drivers for the anti-diabetic segment and the plans for new product introductions in this area?
Again, so we have, with our existing product, we have a good market share in some of the regulated markets, and going forward, I think few more regulated markets are opening up from the patent opportunity. So definitely we will be launching this product once the patent has expired in those countries, and definitely will be a good opportunity for us to increase our revenues.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. A reminder to all the participants, you may press star and one to ask a question. The next question is from the line of Ankur Agarwal from RC Wealth Solution Private Limited. Please go ahead.
ये जो आपका मार्जिन पर काफ़ी कम हुआ है, जबकि आपकी प्रेजेंटेशन में दिखाया है कि फाइनेंशियल 19, 20, 21, 22 में समवेयर 20% उससे एवब था, तो ये क्या फिर से इम्प्रूव होगा आने वाले टाइम में?
Can you repeat your question, please? We didn't get your question.
जो मार्जिन है इस बार फाइनेंशियल 24 में तो 16% आया है ईबीटी मार्जिन, जबकि हिस्टोरिकली 20% के आसपास मूव करता है आपके प्रेजेंटेशन के हिसाब से, तो ये अब ये 16% ही न्यू नॉर्मल है या 20% पे फिर से पहुंच सकता है?
No, we will go back to the 20+% as it was previously there. So EBITDA margins will definitely improve going forward.
And the volume will be increased also in next financial year.
Yes, 100%. Well, definitely, I think we are looking at an EBITDA of 20+ this next coming financial year.
And जो लास्ट क्वार्टर में 250 करोड़ के आसपास का सेल आया, ये भी न्यू नॉर्मल है, अब ये इसी लेवल के आसपास ही मेंटेन होगा?
Yes, so it is quarter on quarter it changes, right? So first quarter is typically a little slow quarter, second quarter picks up, third quarter picks up more, as an incremental quarter to quarter. Definitely, that fluctuation will be there, but yes, we are anticipating good revenues coming quarters as well.
Any dividend policy कुछ finalize है कि profit का इतना % बांटना है या अभी उसमें कोई नहीं?
So as I was mentioning in my conference call, I think we've announced a 0.4 dividend. This is the highest that we've ever announced actually. 40%. So 40% dividend has already been announced.
इन जो capex आप इस साल कर रहे हो 150 crore और something like that, उससे टर्नओवर आगे अगले 2 साल 3 साल में मतलब किस तरीके से asset turn ratio क्या रहेगा उसका?
Asset turnover 4% to 5%.
So our current asset turnover ratio is close to will be around 66% actually. Our current asset turnover ratio is around 66%.
Means 150 crore के capex में 100 crore का asset में turnover मिलेगा.
Now, the incremental capex will be given to the more revenue as compared to the existing, because it's the value addition to the existing revenues, no?
Okay. And the margin will also increase.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. That's all from my side.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, you may press star and 1 to ask a question. A reminder to all the participants, you may press star and 1 to ask a question. The next question is from the line of Parag Someshwar from Equicorp India. Please go ahead.
Yeah, I have 2 questions. First, in Q4, your gross margin and recently the EBITDA margin has come down substantially. So, what are the reasons for the same? Hello, am I audible?
Yes. So, particularly in Q4, right? So, the raw material
particularly
increased. So, raw material prices have increased a little, and also the employee expenditure also has increased a little.
No, I am first talking of the gross margin before employee expenses. The gross margin has dropped to 26% against 32%. So almost 6.
It is purely because of raw materials and solvents, sir.
Okay. So how do you plan to tackle this, and will you come back to 16% or 18% in Q1 itself?
Yes, we are anticipating that, but again, the market is very volatile because of the elections and all. I think the market is a little volatile right now, so we will not be able to, it will probably settle maybe in the next 1-2 months. But I think first quarter also, I think you will probably see that up and down in the market based on solvent prices. But going forward, we are anticipating it to consolidate.
Just to reconfirm, you said for current year, that is FY25, you are aiming for 20 to 25% sales growth, and PAT growth also similar. You aim to maintain this EBITDA margin of 16% that you registered for the full year, or you will do more than 16 or less than 16%?
EBITDA, we are anticipating it to be about 20%. We are planning to increase the EBITDA.
20% EBITDA margin I am talking.
Correct. EBITDA margin.
It will go up by 400 basis points in current year.
Correct. That's the target, yes.
And sales will go up by 20-25%.
25%, yes.
Then your profit should go up substantially, not 20-25%, more than maybe 50%, or even more than that.
Correct.
Okay.
We are projecting conservative numbers, but yes.
Okay. Second is, what is your current utilization overall?
It is
capacity utilization. 65%.
Capacity utilization is around 65%.
Okay. So once you fully utilize the current capacity, and after this capex is implemented, rupees 150 crore capex, so maybe after 3 years, what is the revenue sales that you can generate from the current capacity and the new capacity, and what could be the EBITDA margin at that point of time? So today you are at 700 crore. Can you double in 3 or 4 years?
Yes, 3-4 years, that's the target to reach around 12 to 1300 crores. That is the target in the next 3 to 4 years.
Okay.
So, yes, accordingly, I think EBITDA margins will be around 20%.
Acha. So 1200 to 1400 crore sales and 20% EBITDA margin. So this is what 3-4 years is your aim.
Definitely, that depends on the margin. EBITDA margin depends on the product mix. See, some commodity products where margin.
Yeah, ARV will have a lower margin.
Yes, single digit. So again, it depends on some of our other products coming in, new products coming in, how they take off in the market. So there's a lot of variability, but yeah, 4 years is a number to predict. But yes, that's the target to be there.
Maybe that in Q4 also that ARV would have played some part in reduction in margin.
Definitely. Yes.
Because the product mix would have affected the margin in Q4. So overall,
ARVs is again, as I repeated in my previous thing. So for ARVs, we have 2 types of this thing. One is sale mode and one is contract manufacturing mode. So when we export when we send the product in contract manufacturing, it only adds to our bottom line. We do not get sales from that. So there you will probably see some differences quarter-over-quarter, but the quantities are remaining intact. That's
okay. So when maybe some tender sales come in, you will have a lower margin. When you do contract manufacturing, you will have higher margin.
Yes.
Oh, okay. In couple of years back, you implemented a large ibuprofen project. Any other major thing on the drawing board?
No, as of now, we want to consolidate ibuprofen. As of now, maybe 6 months down the line, once we consolidate ibuprofen, we are looking at few other projects that we'll let you know shortly.
Okay. So say 3-4 years, 1300 crore sales, 20% margins, almost 260 crores of EBITDA we can assume.
Yes.
Okay. Thanks a lot. That's all from my side.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, you may press star and 1 to ask a question. A reminder to all the participants, you may press star and 1 to ask a question. The next follow-up question is from the line of Ankur Agarwal from RC Wealth Solutions Private Limited. Please go ahead.
सर जो पीछे आइबुप्रोफेन में काफी एक्सपेक्टेशन होके एकदम मार्केट में रेट्स डाउन होते हैं, अब स्टेबलाइज हो गए हैं या अभी भी डाउन साइड में चल रहा है?
नहीं, अभी स्टेबलाइज हो गया एक्चुअली. अभी डाउन साइड में नॉर्मलाइज हो गया, बट वी आर एबल टू कम्पीट. वी आर एबल टू गेट गुड मार्केट शेयर इवन एट दोस प्राइसेस.
अच्छा, अभी अपवर्ड ट्रेंड में नहीं चालू है?
सॉरी,
वहीं पे स्टेबलाइज हो गए डाउन होके?
Yeah, stabilized now. It's the prices are quite stable right now.
And is price पे profitable है?
Definitely, we sell products at profitable this thing only. Definitely, it's profitable even at this time.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, you may press star and 1 to ask a question. The next follow-up question is from the line of Aditya Sen from Robo Capital. Please go ahead.
Hi, thanks again. Sir, what is the utilization of the ibuprofen capacity as of now, FY24?
It's close to around entire year will be less, because when you calculate year, in the year beginning we hardly used it, so it will be little on the lower side, but quarter on quarter we've improved it. If you calculate average for the entire year, it will be around 25%, not more than that. Entire year, because almost first half of the year we've not, we've hardly commercialized the product.
And for Q4, if you can share?
Q4 will be around 40%. 40%. Okay.
All right. Okay. And in FY25, where will it go? Around 60%? Fair to say that?
Yes. We will definitely hit 65, 70 is the target, but yeah, I think conservatively we can take 65 as the target. Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Raj Mehta from Wisdom Advisors. Please go ahead.
Hi, sir. Thanks for the opportunity. So I have a couple of questions. So how do you see the competitive landscape evolving in your key product segment, and what steps are you taking to maintain your market position?
See, I think some of the key products, say for example ibuprofen, like we were one of the last entrants into this market on.
आपण ज्या व्यक्तीशी बोलत आहात त्यांनी आपला कॉल होल्डवर ठेवला आहे.
The participant got disconnected. The next question is from the line of Ankur Agarwal from RC Wealth Solutions. Please go ahead.
तो जो हमारा एसोसिएट है वीकेटी फार्मा, इसमें हमारा कितना इन्वेस्टमेंट है?
6.5. So it is 36.5%.
Amount wise?
Amount wise, 45 crores. Around 45 crores.
ओके, तो इसका पीक टर्नओवर मतलब इसमें कितना वॉल्यूम्स आता है?
Sorry, didn't get the question.
इसमें टॉप लाइन इसकी कितनी है वीकेटी फार्मा की?
So right now it is around 96 crores top line.
Top line. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Ravi Shah from Opal Securities. Please go ahead.
Hello. Yeah, hi sir. Am I audible?
Yes, please go ahead.
Yeah. So I have a few questions. The first would be, can you provide a little more detail on the factors that contributed to the significant revenue growth that we witnessed in FY24? That's my first question.
Sure. So definitely, I think one major product, as I was highlighting in my on-call speech, is ibuprofen. I think we have increased quarter-on-quarter, month-on-month. The sales of ibuprofen has drastically increased. So that's definitely one major contributor where we've invested significant capex last year. So that's coming into play this year. So that's one point. And again, some of the tenders for the ARVs are back to the pre-COVID level. So that's one more important point that is there. And obviously our anti-diabetic segment doing quite well in some of the markets. That's stabilized and that's been doing quite well. So that is also one of the major reasons. And our regular products definitely are doing quite well, and niche products doing quite well. And in terms of volumes, we've almost increased almost all products. We've actually sold more product in terms of quantity this year than the previous years. So all these are good growth drivers for our existing portfolio.
Understood, sir. Thank you for the detailed answer. So my next question is, given we had such a great performance for FY24, what would be our revenue and profitability guidance for FY25?
Again, for FY25, we are targeting to achieve around 20 to 25% growth on the top line, and definitely on the gross margins as well, anticipating more as well, 25% approximately.
Understood. So you're saying there can be a gross margin improvement from here?
100%, yes.
Okay. And so last question would be, how are we managing the potential fluctuations in RM costs, and given there are supply chain disruptions happening, etc.? So how are we managing that?
So with respect to raw materials, we are not importing majority of the products. So most of the products are bought locally or manufactured in-house. So for the products that they're importing, we have annual agreements with vendors. So I mean, we are not seeing drastic fluctuations, but some solvent prices, some raw material prices coming out of India, definitely there is fluctuation because of the current market scenario. But I think when we are factoring in the cost, sales price, I think we are already factoring in some of these stuff, and we are quoting accordingly. So that's sort of insulated right now.
Understood, sir. Thank you so much, and all the best, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Raj Mehta from Wisdom Advisors. Please go ahead.
Yes, sir. So thanks for the opportunity. So how do you see the competitive landscape evolving in your key product segments, and what steps are you taking to maintain your market position?
Again, so these are some of, I've already explained in the previous question, I think some of the key products, I think, are some old products where we've established good market positions because of our relationship, because of our, I think we are a 35-year-old company, so people know for regulated market the quality is quite good and the quality of our products are quite good. So with that, we were able to crack few customers and, we were able to get good market share in some of our newly launched products as well. So that's typically the way we are trying to keep up with the competition. Definitely, we launch at a very cost competitive price in the current market. Most of the products we are vertically integrated and our dependency is less outside. So we have a good, and always, as I mentioned, 50% or 40% of our R&D work is on cost optimization, increasing the yields, batch sizes and things like that. So we try and see if with the current pricing, how we can improve the margin. So that's what we're trying to do here.
Yeah, thank you. And are there any specific markets or regions where you see significant growth opportunities in the near future?
Definitely, ROW is one market we are trying to target because that's, US, Europe, we've been present for many years, but ROW markets have been coming up quite well going forward. So there is a lot of opportunity there. So we are trying to penetrate into more lower ROW markets in African regions and Latin regions where we lacked little presence. So that's our target focus area for this year.
Okay. And sir, one more last question. So can you provide an update on your R&D efforts and any new products in the pipeline? So how do you prioritize your R&D investments?
So again, as I was saying, 40% of our major focus will be on cost reduction, cost optimization, vertical integration, developing of backward integrated products for our existing products to make sure we achieve those. So 40% of our R&D work is dedicated towards that, and the other 60% is on new products and niche products. So we have a combination of both niche products and commodity products. So we sort of, based on patent expiries and customer inquiries, we sort of prioritize the products accordingly.
Got it, sir. Got it. Thank you and all the best.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, you may press star and one to ask a question. The next question is from the line of Raj from HM Financial. Please go ahead.
Hello, sir. Thank you so much for the opportunity. So I had two questions. So the first is, what therapeutic areas are you focusing on for the future product development?
Yeah, mostly I think will be the existing therapeutic areas is what we are focusing on, to add more products, newer generation products in the existing therapeutic areas because we've good market share and, good presence in some of these therapeutic categories. So our main focus would be the existing ones, but, if there is some particular therapeutic area that comes up, that's like being an API manufacturer, right? So we don't majorly focus on therapeutic areas.
Okay, got it, sir. And sir, another question was, what are the key risks you foresee in the coming year for the business, and how are you preparing to mitigate them?
Definitely, I think the pricing will be a key issue going forward always because, market is becoming competitive day by day, each quarter the prices are coming down. So in order to meet that itself, we are, looking at taking various steps to, retain our market position, like backward integration, cost optimization. We are, spending significant portion of our R&D revenue on these aspects to, keep our market position intact in at least key products of ours. So there's no, like in the last 2-3 years, there's no product where we lost market share because of the price. We were able to keep this up because of our R&D efforts.
Okay, got it, sir. Thank you so much, and all the best for the future.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. That was the last question for the day. I will now like to hand the conference over to Mr. Vamsi Krishna Patluri for closing comments. Over to you, sir.
Thank you everyone for joining this call. We are thrilled with our record-breaking performance this year, which highlights our strategic focus and operational excellence. As we look ahead to FY25, we are excited about the opportunities that lie ahead. Our commitment to product innovation and operational efficiency and market expansion will continue to drive our growth. We remain dedicated to delivering value to our shareholders. Please reach out to our IR consultants, SGA, or us directly should you have any further queries. Thank you again for your time today. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of SMS Pharmaceuticals Ltd, that concludes this conference. Thank you for joining us, and you may now disconnect your lines. Thank you.